They took it to 10.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yellow, 180. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. You go tight. Hey, 57, 57.
On first down, Perry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yellow, yellow. I'm going 180. Check 26, check 26.
On second down now. It's Perry, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Chiefs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check three.
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. 180. 15. Go.
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 23. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Curtis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 31-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Perry. And he's he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch!
Now a give, right side. It's Perry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Perry. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 57 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him. Very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll run here with Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go. Go, 14. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Off. We're pretty quiet. 18. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Are you left? 25 the mic. We're going 20. Check. Hey, 23.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Get ready.
Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now it's Wilson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know,
that's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 61 yards.
It's a pickup of 61 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
the coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from get. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Alert 3. Switch.
This is Grant. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Butker is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Got it. 52. Mike 52.
To throw is Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Johnson, the intended target. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's going to be a long day, offense. Got to go, in and out. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's King. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Miles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. To try again after the sack. Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
The Chiefs pick for first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Max 50, Max 50. Easy.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes on the move to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. And Butker able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on. What'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike's 57. Go. Let's get off the field, G. What's off the field, G? Hey, check.
From the gun, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
51 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson operating from the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used it. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example, right? This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Let's go. Check.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
At the 43-yard line.
Well. Hey, keep it up. Hey, 25.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's King. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Wilson will find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Spot. No. Hey, 0. Mike 51.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down. Right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mahomes to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, 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 check. Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. Under pressure, they got him again. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic.